Good morning, welcome to worship. Today I am in Rocky Mountain House and they are having a special Sunday to celebrate the 150th anniversary of the PCC. So I'm going to be wearing my preaching tabs, which I'm very excited about. And today's sermon is going to mention a bit of that congregation's history. In preparing for that service, I wanted to lead worship the way that it might have been done 150 years ago. So I found a book of common worship that was published in 1906. The service back then looked very much like services look today. There's prayers of approach and confession, assurance of pardon, scripture, sermon, offering and doxology, hymns, yada, 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 all that. There was one surprise, however. The sermon didn't go where I expected it to go. Now, today, we typically have the sermon in the middle of our worship service, but back then, the sermon was at the very end of worship. It was after the offering, after the prayers of the people. You ended with the sermon, hymn, and benediction. That was a big shock to me because I've only ever once encountered a Presbyterian church that put the sermon at the end of their worship service, and that's Sherwood Park Presbyterian. And funnily enough, I assumed that Sherwood Park was doing it because they were copying the evangelicals. Putting a sermon at the end is very common in a lot of contemporary evangelical churches. So I just thought that was the new way of doing things. Goes to show what you thought was new might be old, and what you think is old might actually be new. How nice it is to sometimes be surprised. With that, I hope in today's worship you find something that will surprise you. Let's worship.